right? Is it up to everybody?
Exactly, yes.
All right, this is it. All right, this is Yousef. I'm representing my department at Qatar University. My friends sharing with me also the authoring this paper, still under working. My topic is about lessons learned after the COVID-19 experience the world been through. The title of my paper is Charting Education Territories, Unraveling Challenges in Distance Education, Insights from a Nationwide Teacher-Centric Study Post-COVID-19 for Enforced Advancement. I will try to cover 6 parts here on introduction, some literature review, theoretical frameworks adopted, methodology, and shed lights on results and conclusion. Well, it is obvious that the world after COVID-19 might be different prior to the crisis. Upon the WHO officially recognized the onset of COVID-19, dramatically proliferating the pandemic wasted no time extending its repercussions to nations across the globe. And based on that, governments globally implemented a variety of precautionary measures, such like travel restrictions, social distancing, quarantine, lockdowns, and many others, trying to safeguard the citizens. The unexpected pandemic compelled education institutions all over the world to seek alternatives to ensure the continuation of the educational process. Of course, according to the United Nations, it seems around 1.1 billion students had to go to online to receive their education or to, let us say, sustain their education. People all around the globe had their eyes fixed on screens, following the numbers as they were like tallying up, the cases tested, the cases recovered, and the death tolls increasing, and the world like going crazy. Education was not an exception. And all the governments around the world were trying to seek a way out of this, trying to keep on the flow of education while concerned about the safety of students and citizens. Qatar, my country, or the country I'm residing in now, is not a kind of it followed. The country chose to follow the distance education to maintain the flow of education. Of course, going through different phases from full lockdown, full distancing, then to like percentages 50-50, then trying to delivering some online classes through different platforms, recording videos. In general, we chose not to stop schooling, but to go ahead and keep the flow of education, but following certain restrictions. Safety comes first. The Ministry of Education tried their best to give support to teachers, families, students, but still challenges existed. And since it's like once in a lifetime lesson the globe been through, we're trying to reflect, trying to share ideas, trying to stop and reflect on the lessons that we learned through such an experience, trying to better and improve our education system. God forbid, for a future crisis, similar crisis or threats. And the shift to digital learning based on the technological advancement that the world is witnessing now is like coming sooner or later. And the question always we're asking now, how can we benefit from the advancement that we have, the world is witnessing these days, in order to safeguard our education for similar future threats? This study was driven by mainly three questions. We're trying to decide on the challenges, to discover the challenges that we faced during the crisis, and we're trying to study some of the constructs, some of the variables that we believed had a kind of a role in such challenges, and trying to then reflect and try to spot the lessons that can improve our education for the future. This study, of course, looked into the available literature, trying to benefit from studies over the globe, looking into the variables, looking into the challenges, looking into the world's experiences, trying to benefit from every study possible. Some of the literary work looked into the challenges and described them into main categories, extrinsic and intrinsic. Others looked at it through content relevance, technological, pedagogical, learning style, personal, organizational challenges. Others looked at through different lenses, through addressing four crucial elements like students' psychological challenges, instructors' e-learning skills, curriculum equality, school support, and the list goes on. And every study trying to look at the challenges from their own lenses or from their own interest. Distance education challenges. We heard a lot about the psychological challenges manifest in the isolation and the alienation, negatively affecting the motivation and the well-being of all the partners, teachers, students, families in specific. Also, educators explored, we thought, this is one of the main lessons that educators should explore in new delivery methods that match the online mode, since it was like a sudden shift. One of the lessons that we learned, although we're going to talk about it later, that the curriculum, the face-to-face curriculum, doesn't fit the online phase. That is one of the things that we should work on in the future. Also, the literature showed that teachers lack education and technological online teaching competencies, particularly in digital curriculum development, exacerbated by challenges in curriculum complexity and supervision. And new strategies for curricular alignment and teaching evaluation are needed to provide personalized instruction and in order to assess students' engagement effectively. Also, distance education, technological logistics, and new challenges like including the limited internet access, hardware and software defects, download complications, visual and audio quality concerns. Those were like the major challenges spotted in the world literature. We shared many of those in our studies too. Also, we try to look into the many factors that could contribute to those challenges from our own perspective, like age, teachers' experience, background, extracurricular activities held in the schools, experiences, teachers' experience in technological education, and the technology in general. This study, in order to look into all of that, tried to benefit from three theoretical frameworks: from the technologies acceptance model, TAM, and the self-determination theory, the SDT, and the technological pedagogical content knowledge framework, TPAC. All of those helped in putting the ground for the study and trying to understand what's going on there. The methods, this study tried to put qualitative and quantitative together through using a mixed method approach, utilizing adopting the online survey and semi-structured interviews. Those are the factors and the variables the study investigated, showing the distribution of the responses over the those variables. We see here to the left, we have like 14,703 teachers from the public schools and 11,688 from teachers from private schools. And the sample, those who randomly responded, were like 1,553 teachers responded to our study. I'll go directly to the results. Mainly, we have the challenges reported by teachers. Mainly, they focused on the lack of direct contact with the students. This is one of the main challenges that teachers focused on. Motivation and the psychological well-being of the teachers while being distanced from their colleagues, from their students, and the need for pedagogical and technological skills that adapt with the new mode of teaching delivery. From the teacher's perspective, they talked about the challenges related to students, and they mentioned motivation, how to increase students' motivation, how to increase students' engagement and attention while delivering online teaching. They talked about the digital divide and disparity accessing necessary technological and internet service exacerbated by education inequities among students. We need to consider that maybe not all students have the same equal access to platforms and technological devices. They also talked about the curriculum delivery and assessment and the need for fair assessment to be used online. Here we look at the mean responses, average responses per on each item of the questionnaire, and here it shows that the teachers' responses range between medium to challenging situation. For the factors that could contribute to the rise of such challenges, teachers reported demographic variables and technological ones. Gender was like debatable. Some said it's gender showed a significant difference, while others reported the opposite. And the need to integrate technological skills with pedagogical understanding and content adjustment emerge as crucial for overcoming these challenges. We shouldn't forget that during the sudden shift, we just used the available content with the minor adjustment in order to cope, since nobody was prepared. Here also we're looking at the statistical significance of the variables. Most of the variables appear significant, with the exception of the second one, type of a school. The rest appeared significant and played a role in the rise of such challenges. In general, the lessons that we need to stop at and reflect on in order to improve our education for the coming future: we need teachers focused on the need to develop resilient educational platforms to maintain quality and speed of education delivery. They focused on the need to improve network efficiency, reduce internet cost. They also called to implement interactive and engaging teaching materials, including virtual field trips, podcasts, and videos. They also highlighted the need to develop education systems that cater to all the students, including those with disabilities, and will run fair assessment and methods. And also they focused on the need to emphasize the importance of technological, personal, and leadership skills for teachers, since they are the main players there to effectively manage distance learning environment. In conclusion, this study highlights the need for collaboration among teachers, technology experts, and academics. Also suggests revisiting the content design, teacher education programs, improving skills for successful digital learning experience, and calls for a pre-service teacher training to integrate digital learning skills and remote education design to prepare teachers for the changing educational landscape. And thank you so much for your listening. I hope that helps. Thank you.